And this might be the most interesting town in all of Malaysia, but we will find that out today. And so, welcome to one of the oldest cities in all of Malaysia. We are standing in Penang, and I have to say, just by walking around for a few minutes, the buildings you see on the street here, the British architecture, the colonial history, I have to say you really feel it. So right now I would say let's just go. Every couple minutes, every corner, you see some building which has been around either for 200, 300 years. So basically the city of Penang has been one of the main, let's say, strategic towns of the British Empire here. So I think they have been growing coffee here, have been mining tin, and kind of like, let's say, it was their wealth creation machine here. And they have been shipping it all out with the port. And now we get to walk around and see the remains of the town that they have built. So they say it's one of the best preserved, let's say, British colonial towns. Over here where we just crossed, this is the Queen Victoria Memorial Clock. There it says 1837 to 1897. It's pretty much most of the things you see here are from around that time.
You know, a question that I get quite a lot of the time is, what type of music am I using in my videos? What is this song? Where you got that from? And honestly, for the past few years, it has always been Epidemic Sounds. On the one side, their music catalog really has some nice songs. That, on the other hand, if you want to make money on YouTube, if you want to ensure that the videos don't get demonetized, you have to be careful about what type of music you are using. Epidemic Sounds is one of the best sources. And with my link that I will leave in the description, you can try their service for a full month. Every video that you publish within that time will stay monetized forever. Afterwards, their plans are fairly affordable, but you can just try it out for a month completely for free. I will leave the link first thing in the description. With that out of the way, let's get into today's adventure.
So, hello! You're graduating? You guys are graduating? Yeah. Nice! Good work! So guys, historical town, students are graduating. So walking through these side alleys, I just cannot help myself but to agree with you that it does look a lot like Phuket Old Town. I'd say just with the significant difference that in Phuket it's one street with houses like you see them right behind me. Here we have been walking for 10 minutes and like...
Big neighborhoods are like this.
Yes, literally Georgetown. We have been walking for 20 minutes already. In every direction you walk, this is pretty much how it looks. So it's the real deal in terms of old buildings, and I think this is the destination. And so here we are in front of the St. George Church. From what I've seen online, it's the oldest British church in Southeast Asia. And yeah, during certain times, a lot of British people were moving to this area, and you really see it. I was just telling to Bianca that this probably, for me personally, only Rome could compare with like a certain historical denseness. Like, it's not one street, it's not even just the quarter, it's the whole part of the town. Just everywhere there is something to see. And let's continue walking. Let me take you on a bit of a walking tour, and then I'm gonna head to the hotel and then head out at night, because I think at night everything is gonna be even a bit more impressive and more interesting. So we're coming out of the church, we're flipping the camera, seeing some type of government buildings. So after a bit of a walk through town, passing by right now the City Hall, what do you think? I mean, even for me, this is one of the most impressive British buildings.
Yeah, I think even this is like in some European countries, you're still gonna think it's quite impressive.
Definitely.
Right?
So we made it to the port. This is kind of like the view that we're also having from the hotel. I'm having some drinks here. Guys are riding the scooters. Like a really nice park by the port. So what do we got here? Some sticks. finally, after a bit of a walk, approaching the home in Penang, and I have to say, after this little walk, this building is even more impressive than before. So we're looking at this extremely long prestige hotel building. Our room, I think, is somewhere over there, so I'd say let me take you inside for a bit of a room tour. And I would say the pool view, especially if it's going to be sunny, is absolutely mind-blowing. So let's walk in. The Prestige. Overall, the building looks very classy, but at the same time, hello, how are you? But at the same time, it's actually a very playful and very stylish. Feels like they just opened it like a few years ago.
Yeah, everything's very, very new.
Yeah, so overall, it's a very new hotel. This is the lobby area. As you see, fairly playful, a lot of colors. And this is breakfast, so I'm excited for it. Tomorrow, I'm gonna show you that as well. And you will see, the hallway is absolutely incredible in this hotel. Like, it feels like you could be having a slow marathon there. Okay, so let me give you a quick tour of where we're staying. So our room, you know, first coming to this hotel, it's a bit of an older style building. While I saw the interior is very, very modern, I was kind of curious how they would execute on it. And you see behind me, so this is a little bit the TV area facing a pretty huge bed. It says king, but I don't know, this one looks really nicely sized. And the room is fairly spacious. So I think this is their standard room, but already feels to me a bit like a suite just in terms of the size. And it's fairly minimalistically kept, like definitely more of a, let's say, feminine essence to the room, I would say, with the nice details. Overall, everything very, very pretty, very aesthetic. Yeah, I think for a few days, it's I think the location is perfect. So in terms of that, really like it. Just give you a quick idea of the bathroom. Bianca was saying when we came in, it's completely open, the shower. You have the curtain, so you can put it all the way around, but you know,
I'll keep it open.
no need for that. As you see, we have volunteers. And this, I actually noticed, look at that. This is actually the building, and this is the dental kit. They put it like this. Not sure what the other things are, but yeah, almost like Kinder Surprise here. And nice mirror, and the shower. So it's like a shower cabin with an echo inside. But yeah, as you see, it's like a glass room. Pretty cool. So this is the room and the bathroom, in case you want to do some loud business in there. I'm sure it's a better solution. So you see, for the big business, they keep it private, you know? Only expose the desired activities.
Place where you would like to go. I've got cigarettes and brandy, which could come in handy if you just help me loosen up my hand grenades fuse. Baby, don't refuse my truth, but it's up to you now to choose. I want you to stay true. What's right for you?
So guys, the sun came out here in Penang, and now we can finally see. I've walked here before. This is the rooftop of the Prestige Hotel, and just the aesthetics of the whole place. So over there we're looking at some type of clock tower, and right now making our way to the pool. It's not a big pool, but I have to say the positioning of it, just the way they make it look, let me show you. It's actually super nice, I would say. Wow, now I'm also seeing it for myself with this weather right now. So this is the Church Street Pier from 1897. I know it not because I remember it, but because it says it right there. And this is clock tower to the side, so much history. And yeah, you can dive in a little bit.
I just realized you are wearing some weird shit. Socks.
You to stay true. What's right for you? No matter who or know what will ever say. Just find your way and try to stay true.
Alrighty guys, what a way to freshen up a little bit. So nice and sunny day, finally, so far in Malaysia. One day sunny, one day cloudy, just the way I love it. I mean, you have seen the view of this pool already. That's the amazing part. When you don't have to make the view, the pool too sick, just put in a little pool, and the view and the history and everything else will take care of it. Like it's very loud with the pool right now, but just in the back there's a ferry approaching right now. I have this tower clock and like what is it, like I don't know, like 4, 5, 6 people sitting there. And once again we're like a few minutes walk from the fort, no not fortress, the fort, British fort, and just getting the drone out really always makes you appreciate it a bit more. Oh, I'd say time to head out. Okay, so it is breakfast time here at the Prestige. I would say at the most amazing breakfast place. Room number 360. Yes. Okay. Yes, thank you. So guys, I have to say the breakfast place, just the aesthetic of it, the light, it's absolutely wide with the fans coming through. It's just a vibe. Yeah, I'd say so. Sit here. So just to take a quick look, as always we're a little bit late, but like many different options. We got some meats, you can order some eggs, and of course like a bread and fruit station as well. And even though it's not very big, like back there is actually another one already, and even though they can serve you, I like it self-served, so we can do a bit of a mix, a little espresso, a little cappuccino, a little heart attack, just what you need in the morning. So this is the breakfast we are looking here. Got lots of nice fruits. Gonna start with a salad, a little soup. Today I have the yellow noodle. Try to avoid them at all costs, but looks interesting. And of course we're loaded up on the proteins, how else could it be, and the fruits of course. And the French crowd. Where are you coming from?
France.
Okay.
Today, just to fit the occasion, I put the hat on, which is like very unusual for me because now.
So guys, we're going out for a little bit of an exploration. Lucky us, went out when it started to rain.
All the way from Langkawi to Penang. Thank you.
And in many ways, this is Penang at its best. The Georgetown dispensary from this building, 1925. On the bottom of it, they have this type of cafe, timeless design. Let's go check it out. I don't know.
Selling some stuff. It looks pretty cool.
So one of the old buildings here, walking in, got all kinds of goodies. I'm sure with a juicy price tag as well. But yeah, books as well. Guys, I will allow you to take a little guess right now in which part of Penang we are. They can guess. Do you think they will be able to guess right now?
I think it's very easy. Just hear the music in the background.
Guys, this is such a nice, let's say, little India part of Penang. It's very real. It's probably the busiest part of Penang we have been to so far. Also, during the evenings we came out like midnight last night, and still there was like people strolling around here. So very authentic little India, shops left and right, food everywhere. Yesterday it was also raining in the evening. We came out for a little dosa, some Indian food, some roti. And yeah, we're gonna be walking right now. There is this building, I think it's called something like Blue Building. It's a hotel, and online it says it's the most photographed building in the city. So I guess we're gonna add to that track a little bit. As you see, the busyness here, busyness is on. So they're selling gold on the side of the road. And once again, the business looks like it's running pretty good. Hello. So walking on this street, I have to say, this is probably the best maintained old town that I've ever been to, just in the sense of almost every single place, hotel, cafe is being maintained super nicely. Like you were saying, it's still the real thing, the authentic building.
Yes.
But, you know,
they maintain it really well. Yeah. They repaint it over and over again. Yeah. Still looks like 100 years ago. I don't know how many is the history, but it looks pretty nice.
And like they make a new concept cafe, super trendy, so it's not like it's like old traditional cafes, but the buildings are some maybe are also traditional cafes, but just kind of like connect the old and new in many ways here. And the other thing that you notice is, like Malaysia, is a lot of different religions. You see a mosque, you see a temple, you see a church, and all of that within a couple minutes walk. So guys, dinner time here at the Glass House, the same place where they also have the breakfast. The way the building looks right now.
Oh, it's so pretty and
Yeah.
it's so massive. It's probably one of the biggest building in the whole area.
I have to tell you one thing. The hallway looks a bit scary. It's so long. It's unbelievable. It's like, I don't know, it feels like 200 meters.
Yeah,
It's-
100 rooms.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we're gonna show you a shot of that later, but right now we're having a semi-buffet dinner. So we ordered something from the cart. I got the steak, you got the...
The rice with some type of Japanese chicken.
Nice. And
Good.
buffet, you can go in, knock yourself out, get all the crackers and snacks that you want. And yeah, so almost like breakfast buffet, but for dinner. And instead of eggs, you get a steak. So. And so we're back on the roof here. I hope you enjoyed 2 days tour of Penang. We had it all: sunny days, cloudy days, history, hotel experiences, and yeah, overall I have to say, just being in the city for a couple of days, the more you walk around the streets, the more you realize that there's so much to discover, so many nice authentic buildings, so much history, so much nice cafes, and yeah, we're here right now on the roof with this huge ship rolled up. I mean, we're with the wide angle, but I think you can kind of like tell the scale of it. So also a big port. And yeah, the next stop I think after this is gonna be again Kuala Lumpur for a few days, maybe gonna hit up again another city in Malaysia, but still I think some of the nicest videos are yet to come. There's a few cool plans for Kuala Lumpur as well. And yeah, if you're new here by any chance, my name is Dan, and for the past 5 years I've been creating a vlog here about building a life of freedom around the world. And let's say this has been my journey, kind of like the essence of what I try to capture: remote living, going to different places, finding places, countries that offer more, but even more so kind of like, yeah, just documenting my life. And you can also join me on Instagram to see where I am right now. And on that note, you too got a world to see.